In 2026, someone handed ChatGPT a $1,500 budget and asked it to build a gaming PC. The AI scored a 9 out of 10. But buried in that impressive result is a critical flaw that reveals exactly where AI consulting works and where it collapses. The gap matters for anyone touching hardware. The setup was straightforward. A builder gave ChatGPT a clear constraint. Build a gaming PC for $1,500. Don't overspend. The AI returned a parts list featuring an AMD processor, an NVIDIA graphics card, and a mid-tier solid-state drive. On paper, the logic was surprisingly mature. The SSD recommendation deliberately avoided top-tier speeds, recognizing that for gaming, the difference between a fast drive and the fastest drive is negligible. The power supply was oversized, which sounds wasteful, but actually serves two purposes. A larger PSU runs more efficiently at lower loads, and it leaves headroom for a GPU upgrade later without replacing the unit. This is the kind of thinking that usually takes years of forum reading to internalize. The AI also adjusted its recommendations when a user pushed back on RAM pricing, though that interaction exposed a deeper problem we'll get to. The point is, the initial output wasn't random. It reflected a coherent philosophy of balanced system design. The most impressive aspect of the build was the AI's grasp of bottleneck logic. It correctly identified that for gaming, the graphics card matters more than the processor. This is a concept that trips up beginners constantly. People overspend on CPUs because bigger numbers feel safer. ChatGPT avoided that trap. It recommended a balanced build rather than chasing benchmark scores that don't translate to real-world frame rates. It explained the oversized power supply reasoning clearly, which matters because a non-technical user would otherwise see a 750-watt unit on a system that draws 400 watts and assume it's a mistake. For someone who has never built a PC, this kind of contextual explanation is genuinely valuable. It bridges the gap between a parts list and actual understanding. The AI wasn't just listing components. It was teaching the reasoning behind each choice. That distinction is what separates a recommendation engine from something resembling a consultant. Here is where the experiment exposed a real limitation. ChatGPT's initial RAM pricing estimate was wildly off. When a user questioned it, the AI didn't concede gracefully. It doubled down, suggesting that paying over $200 for DDR5 was normal. This is a form of confident incorrectness that is particularly dangerous in hardware, where prices shift weekly. The root cause is structural. Large language models don't have live access to retailer databases. Their training data includes historical pricing, forum discussions, and articles that may be months or years old. DDR5 launched at a premium, and early discussions reflected that. The AI was reasoning from a stale snapshot of reality and presenting it as current fact. This matters beyond RAM. Every component in a build has a price trajectory. GPUs fluctuate with stock and new releases. SSDs drop steadily. If your consultant is working from yesterday's data, the entire budget can collapse. The user caught it, but a less informed buyer might not. The second major stumble was brand bias. ChatGPT pushed NVIDIA for the graphics card even when AMD offered better value at the same price point. This reflects a known issue with training data. NVIDIA dominates gaming discourse online. Reviews, benchmarks, forum posts, and build guides skew heavily toward NVIDIA. The AI absorbed that distribution and reproduced it as a recommendation. It also completely omitted case fans from the initial build. When a user noticed, the AI reportedly blamed the user for not specifying airflow requirements. That response is telling. It reveals that the AI treats prompts as contracts rather than conversations. A human builder would instinctively know that a gaming PC needs airflow and would include fans without being asked. The AI lacks that contextual common sense. It processes what you give it literally. These gaps mean the output requires review from someone who knows what a complete system looks like. The AI gets you most of the way there, but most isn't all. The practical takeaway is about workflow, not replacement. For experienced builders, AI can compress research time dramatically. Instead of spending days cross-referencing reviews and compatibility charts, you get a structured starting point in seconds. You still verify everything, but you're starting from a draft, not a blank page. For freelancers who build systems for clients, this means faster quoting and proposal generation. For students learning hardware, the AI's explanations offer a guided tour of component logic that textbooks often present dryly. The key skill shifting into focus is validation. Knowing what to check, which prices to cross-reference, and which recommendations to question. This is curation over memorization. The expert builder of the future isn't someone who knows every spec sheet. It's someone who can instantly generate options and filter them correctly. That's a different muscle, and the people who train it will move faster than those who rely on traditional research alone. The barrier to entry also drops for non-technical users who now have a guide. The 2026 experiment is a snapshot of an evolving capability. The next leap is real-time data integration. Imagine a model that pulls live pricing from retailers, checks stock levels, and ingests fresh reviews before generating a build. That would solve the RAM pricing problem and the brand bias issue simultaneously, because the AI would be working from current market reality rather than historical training data. The implications extend beyond individual builders. Retailers could integrate this into their storefronts, offering AI-generated build recommendations tailored to a customer's budget and use case. Tech support could use it to diagnose compatibility issues instantly. PC building communities would shift from answering beginner questions to curating and refining AI outputs. The role of the expert doesn't disappear. It changes shape. The expert becomes an editor and validator rather than a source of raw information. Watch for models that connect to live hardware databases. That integration is the threshold where AI building consultants cross from useful to transformative. Until then, treat every recommendation as a draft. Watch for AI models that integrate live retailer pricing and stock data. That connection is what turns a static consultant into a real-time build engine. Until that happens, every AI-generated parts list is a starting point, not a purchase order.